Welcome to this video about study needs assessments for the Disabled Students Allowance. This video covers what a study needs assessment is, some top tips to prepare, how to book a study needs assessment, and what happens afterwards. So, once you have applied for DSA and have received a letter telling you that you are eligible to receive DSA support, the next step is to book a study needs assessment. Try not to be put off by the word assessment. It's important to know that you are not being tested or judged. What it will be is a discussion between you and a needs assessor, where you can discuss what aspects of your study are affected by your disability. Based on your individual needs, your needs assessor will recommend different types of support which may help you, such as assistive software or help with travel costs, for example. Your needs assessor will explain in detail about the types of support they are recommending to you and how they may benefit you. For example, this may include demonstrations of assistive software. Your study needs assessment will usually take place either in an assessment centre or remotely and take around 2 hours or less. So here are some top tips to get the most out of your study needs assessment. Have a think beforehand about how your disability affects different aspects of your study. You're more than welcome to bring notes with you. Bring along details of any equipment you use for your studies, or bring the equipment itself, such as a laptop. Remember that the support might be different to your previous experiences or be something that you had not considered before, so try to be open-minded to the recommendations of support. But also, don't be afraid to say if you don't think that a particular type of support will be useful for you. Be sure to stay engaged and ask any questions you may have. And remember that in higher education, students often work more independently than in further education, so engaging proactively with the support you are recommended will be beneficial for you. Let's now look at how to book a study needs assessment. Your DSA eligibility letter will provide you with a website link where you can search for nearby assessment centres. You can also choose to book your study needs assessment at the University of Huddersfield. Each assessment centre will have their waiting times displayed on their websites. Once you have chosen your preferred assessment centre, you should contact them as soon as possible to book your study needs assessment. Prior to your study needs assessment, you should also send the assessment centre a copy of your DSA eligibility letter and a copy of your evidence of your disability. You should also let them know if you require any adjustments for accessibility purposes, including if you need to bring someone with you to your study needs assessment. So after you have had your study needs assessment, here is what will happen next. Your needs assessor will create a report which outlines the recommendations of support which were discussed and agreed in your study needs assessment. This report will be sent to the funding body who you initially applied for DSA with. You will also receive a copy of this report. Then, within around 10 working days of the funding body receiving this report, you will receive your DSA2 entitlement letter. This letter will tell you what support you are entitled to and how to put it in place. Do note that if you require specialist ergonomic equipment, your needs assessor will recommend a separate assessment. After this assessment, a separate report will be sent to the funding body. Then, once the funding body receives this report, they will send you an updated version of your DSA2 entitlement letter. This may take up to 10 working days. To find out more about DSA, take a look at the rest of the information on the step-by-step guide. And if you need any further assistance, please reach out to Disability Services at disability@hud.ac.uk.